Fred Bell is a counselor with the Dallas Legal Services Project. For the last 5 months, he has been working as a paraprofessional in the federally funded legal aid program, giving counseling and referral service to the poor who seek non-lawyer assistance. Bell's superiors have nothing but praise about the job he's been doing. But there is a darker side to Fred Bell. He is an active member of the Dallas Black Panther Party. He was identified with SNCC, the Student National Coordinating Committee, in the 1960s, and he was associated with convicted black militant Ernest McMillan. Moreover, Bell himself is a convicted felon. He is currently on parole until next August, having served almost 4 years in a federal penitentiary for aiding and abetting in a bank robbery in 1968. According to a private memo from Legal Services Director Sylvia Demarest to the Agency Board Executive Committee, she acknowledges having been aware of Fred Bell's background when she hired him. Ms. Demarest also acknowledges learning that Dallas police consider Bell the most dangerous militant in the Dallas area, that Bell is under constant police surveillance, that his parole officer receives constant complaints about Bell from Dallas police and the FBI, and that authorities are aware and alarmed by Bell's mere presence and existence.
We're talking about people controlling the institutions within their communities. We're talking about, a decentralizing the powers that control not only police but all communities, in this instance, the police in particular. It's not really, a back up to a cry of black power. The brown community needs control of the police who patrol their areas.
Bell's employment by legal services was unknown to most board members until recently, when Ms. Demarest discovered that federal guidelines require that the program's governing board approve the hiring of employees with criminal backgrounds. Tuesday night, with almost no trace of dissension, the board officially approved Bell's hiring. Wednesday, Bell and other Black Panther leaders held a news conference calling for community control and decentralization of the Dallas Police Department. Although Bell continues to be active in the Black Panther movement, legal services officials say they see no incongruity between his outside activism and his employment by a publicly funded program.
The only thing that wouldn't change would be the way that the police department would be funded. The basic change would be in the administration of it. Each community will have its own district. They have a board represented, of representatives elected by popular vote from people within that district. To be a policeman would have to live within that district.
Bell and Legal Services Board Chairman Michael Lowenberg originally gave permission for filmed interviews. However, they later changed their mind.
Broad range of, citizen input.
Are you going to be seeking?
This was once the avant-garde of the war on poverty in Dallas. It had the fighting spirit of a crusade and then lost it in a battle with public opinion. It has been some time since Dallas Legal Services or any of the county's anti-poverty programs has been in the midst of any controversy, but apparently it's now headed that way again. Fred Bell, on the one hand, is an outcast and a victim of the American legal system. On the other hand, the Fred Bells of this world have to be given a second chance.
People, I for one have been working in Dallas a long time. Had we not made a finding that a party chapter would be well received here, we would not have set one up. We know what we're doing.
Do you have a telephone?